Die Show. I am your host, Randi-lee. On the show, we interview other writers and we talk about mental health from their personal journeys. If you have not already hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead, do that now so that you never miss an episode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday night. So exciting. I guess unless you're in Australia and then it's Monday morning. So have a good Monday, because I hope to have a good Monday tomorrow. Um, it's a crazy day today, guys, because, you finish Christmas shopping. Our guest has also finished Christmas shopping. And then you get ready for all the wonderfulness that is the Christmas time world. With that being said, our guest today is Zachary Hagen. Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me on.
Where are you visiting us from?
I am visiting from the Sunshine State, Florida.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say something really mean right now. I kind of hate you. So if you didn't know, I'm in Canada. It's friggin' cold. Very friggin' cold. Where I live, it's very close to the border. However, we don't have snow, knock on wood, so we don't get any. But it was very obnoxiously windy the
Hmm.
last day or so. And my poor dogs are like, I want to go out, but then I don't want to go out because like it's obnoxiously windy. So
Right.
I a little bit hate you right now, but it's only
Totally
because you're in warmth.
understand.
Yeah, yeah, you get it.
I used to live in Minnesota, which is further north than a good chunk of the Canadian population, as I
That's
understand it.
probably further north than
So,
where I am because I am literally in the most southern part of Canada. So,
yeah.
yeah.
So, and we did get a lot of snow. It was to the point there, and I had 2 winters in Minnesota. I don't want to do it again. Um,
So you get it.
we would have snow from October until May. So,
That is crazy. Yes,
hmm
we get occasionally we get a little bit of snow in November, a little bit of snow in December, but really it's January, February here.
yeah.
That's the prime time. Um, anyways, enough about weather because. Bleh. Although I am going to Cuba next month and it's going to be so nice and warm. So yay! But tell us a little bit about Zachary. Obviously, you dislike the snow. We know that already. But what else can you tell us about Zachary?
Well, at least if it's 6 months of snow. Actually, to write off of that, I'm actually of Cuban heritage on my mother's side.
Oh, have you ever been?
So I haven't, but my wife was born in La Habana.
Okay. Oh,
So
it is my favorite place to vacation to. We have been there 3 times so far. I think, yeah, this will be our fourth time, and it's always my top choice whenever we're like, where should we go? And I'm like, Cuba.
yeah, mine is always a cruise ship. So that's another thing I love. I love
Okay.
travel, particularly by ocean liner. Love the water.
Me too.
I have ADHD, which is why I'm on this show rather than another one right now.
Can you tell I
Um,
have a little something something going on too? That's why I'm like all over the place all the time.
yep. You know what? We'll chase all the squirrels that need to be chased.
Yes.
Doug was my favorite character in Up.
Oh my goodness. So my house loves Funko Pops. We have many. And the
Hmm.
one year for Christmas, probably when Funkos were like really starting to get popular, so a few years ago or whatever, my husband got me like all the Dougs, all the different
Oh,
Dougs.
that's so much fun.
Oh, I love them. And my grandson's like, "Oh, Grammy, can I have this one?" I'm like, "Of course you can, because I love you so much, but it goes with the rest of my set." And I can't say no because you're so cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unashamedly a little bit of a Disney adult. Um,
Me too.
yeah. Uh, one nice thing about living in Florida is that we can have the annual passes, and so
Again, a little bit hate
we do
you. I
that.
have never been to Disney. I've actually not. I love all things Disney. I have tons of Loungefly purses. I don't know if you know the
Hmm.
brand.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what Loungefly is, they make all the Disney purses pretty much, and they're amazing. And I have so many, and they're literally on display on my wall right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
have a
look, you
couple
can.
lounge fly things myself.
Oh, there you go. And I've got a Boo there, and I got Winnie the Pooh going on. But I have yet to ever actually be to Disney, so I'm very sad about that.
It's a fun trip. I will say, in a way, I almost prefer the occasional visit rather than the annual pass thing. But
Yeah.
I like having the option to go, but I also find that it makes me lazy for actually getting on rides. Because if
Oh,
it's
okay.
like, because if the wait's like longer than like 40 minutes, it's like I can do that next week and then I never do it. So
Right.
now I'm
Yeah.
forcing myself in my second year of having a pass to actually do the rides.
That makes sense.
Like I'll wait in the line
Yeah.
once.
Right. Well, that's like me with the falls. So I live 20 minutes from Niagara Falls. My whole life basically. I've lived in this kind of area. I've moved around a bunch, but this basic area. And for the longest time, I was like, I don't need to go do that attraction. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And it wasn't until I think it was early third, no, probably late 20s. My late 20s, I finally did the journey behind the falls, which was so cool. But I have still yet to actually ever be on Maid of the Mist, which is actually not even called Maid of the Mist now. It's called the Hornblower Tours. But I have yet to ever actually be on it. And I live 20 minutes away.
Hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like Floridians with the beach. How often do we actually go? Maybe once a
Right?
year.
Right? But for all of us visit, we're like, yes, we have to go here, we have to go here, we have to do all the things. Because you never know when you're going to be back, maybe.
Exactly.
Even my wedding ring actually is Disney. This is Maleficent. Oh no, this one's Ursula. This one's Ursula.
I have two wedding bands. So one I got was my wedding band, and one I have on now is actually Disney as well, but it's Kingdom Hearts.
Nice. Yes, my original wedding band, I love it. It came out prior to the Disney collection, so it's different. But now I got my giant Ursula one because I love Little
Yeah.
Mermaid, so it's
My
great.
original one is the Rapunzel wedding band with
Oh,
the um, gold braid with flanked by white diamonds. So,
that's so cool. So I guess that's something else about you is that you're married, I'm guessing.
hmm
Since you
yes,
have two wedding bands.
yes. Um, almost 6 years. Will be 6 years in February.
Oh, congratulations. That's exciting.
hmm
Any babies or fur babies? Specifically fur babies.
We have two dogs and a 7-month-old son.
Oh, that's so cute. I love when they're little like that. I just want to squish them up.
Yeah, we're really enjoying it.
Oh, I love that. And more importantly, the fur babies. What kind of dogs are they?
So we have a Labrador Retriever, and that one was a purchase because I just really always wanted a big lab. And then we
Yeah.
rescued our little one, and she is a Schnauzer Blue Heeler mix.
Oh, that's adorable.
hmm
Yeah. Oh.
We completely unintentional because we weren't planning on getting another dog, but
Yeah.
we found her and her sisters abandoned.
Aw.
We lived in Mississippi at the time, and the school that I worked at was like a boarding school, and it had this whole
Okay.
like back area, and we found them like abandoned by the lake back there. And
Oh.
so we took them home, we cleaned them up, and we found homes for three of them. And just one of them got along so well with our lab that we're like, well, we
You
can't
have
separate
to.
them now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's it. Sometimes they pick you. I don't know if this is AI or true, and I hope that it's true, but TikTok keeps coming up with like this place lets the dog pick you, and people are just all sitting there and just like silently. The dog runs up, then they get all excited, and I really hope that's true because that just makes my heart so happy.
that would be a super, super cool concept.
Yeah. So I'm gonna believe that it's true because it makes my heart happy. All right, I could talk about puppies and Disney all day long, but I guess we should get on with the show. So, you start your story wherever makes the most sense, and I'm just gonna interrupt you.
Yeah, so I was a late diagnosis for ADHD because I guess one of my special interests has been academics because I'm also a teacher.
Oh,
And
okay, that makes
so,
sense.
yeah. So I didn't really realize that there was an issue for a long time. It was just occasionally there were days where I couldn't sit still. My mother can attest to that because I went to small Christian schools and she was one of my teachers, and there
Oh,
was
was a teacher too?
yeah, my mom's a teacher. Well,
Oh,
she was. She's retired now.
yeah, that's cool.
Um, but I remember there was this one day, I think it was in seventh grade, I want to say, um, where I just, and I guess we should have figured out that something was off at this point, but I
Yeah,
finished my work before everyone else because it was easy, because I liked learning, I liked school, and I was
yeah.
ahead of everyone because
I
I
totally
laser
get it.
focused in.
I
Like my,
love learning too. I totally get it. We have this new system at work, and I've been going in extra hours because I just want to learn everything, even if it has nothing to do with my job. I'm like, I want to know how to do this because this is just fun. I want to learn it
Mhm.
all. So I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I was done with everything, and I got so bored that I created little paper toilet paper rolls out of like
Okay, I've
strips of
never done
paper,
that, but
and
I do love
I
it.
and I TP'd my I had this like
Oh my
office
gosh.
pencil rotating thing on my
Okay.
desk, and completely disrupted what my mother was doing with other students. I was like,
I am totally picturing this whole thing
Mom,
going
Mom, someone
down.
TP'd my pencils. So it was stuff like that. Like we should have known,
Yeah.
but I didn't actually get diagnosed until college when it started to become a little bit of a problem because there were I was a music major,
Oh, okay.
and so there's certain classes that you have to take every single semester, and that gets hard when you are the type of person that needs to be doing different things
Yes.
every now and then. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to be a teacher, because no matter how many times you teach something, it's always going to be slightly different because it's a slightly different group of kids.
Right. Yeah.
So no year is the same,
Yeah. Which is
ever.
awesome.
Yeah. So lots of variety with education, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much. But
What I think is
yeah.
awesome, see, this is the me interrupting thing. Couple things. So, one, I love that you're a teacher because I think the more teachers that we can get that have ADHD, autism, learning disabilities, all the things, the more compassionate they're going to be to their students who might have those things because there's definitely some more of the old school ones that aren't so much. We've had our fair share of run-ins over the
Hmm.
years that are not so much, and there are some fabulous ones. So I think it's very cool. The other thing, oh, it was in my brain and then I left. Oh, I remember. So when you were talking about how it was a problem, but it wasn't really a problem because you did really well in school. I think that's a huge problem because I'm late diagnosed autism. And one of the things that my mom always said, because she also never knew that I had depression when I was younger, even though it was rampant, was, well, you did so good in school, so I just figured that you were okay. And I think that's very common thinking, at least with our
7:48
parents.
p.m.
We look about the same age. So with our parents' generation, um, is that you're doing fine in school, so there's not a problem. There's only a problem when you're the disruptive kid,
Hmm.
which
Yeah.
not really the truth, but we're getting better.
Yeah, and it's so true because one of my students, not diagnosed, but I know that he has ADHD. Um, he is the disruptive kid, and so there's a lot of, hey, you might want to do this test, you might want to get this done
Yeah.
for him. Like he'd really benefit from this kind of therapy, but I live in Florida, so I'm dealing with Islander parents who
Yeah.
love them. I have nothing against them, obviously, if they end up watching this. Like, I love working with their kid. I do. Genuinely, I do. Sometimes he thinks I'm targeting him, but it's not. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help so bad.
Yeah, which is again fantastic. Okay, so let's go back. You're in college. Things are kind of becoming issues. So what's going down?
Yeah, I think it was just the repetitive nature because I had to be in choir and it was the same director, it was the same routine
Mm,
year in, year out, and it was very challenging, but not in a I'm learning new things kind of way, but in the I'm expected to just go through the motions again
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
way. And I got really depressed. And so that's when I started going to therapy and doing all of the things there. And that's when I, getting testing done and things like that, trying to figure out like the root of things,
Yes.
was when I got diagnosed with ADHD.
That is fantastic. That's sort of a story that I've heard very frequently from people is it gets, you're kind of struggling, maybe there's something, but like it's fine, and then you either go to therapy or something specific happens and you go, "Huh, I need I need something else maybe possibly."
Yeah.
So you went and you got diagnosed.
hmm
How did that affect your life?
I think the biggest thing was that it gave me more grace um,
I
for
hear that a
myself.
lot. Yes.
I pushed myself to be so diligent with that one teacher in that one class, but I'm like, if I miss a few classes, if I'm not perfect, what's the worst thing that happened? She doesn't give me solos. It wasn't happening anyway. Not because I wasn't good, but because I was already struggling, and um, she was the old school type of teacher that didn't believe that mental health existed.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And so any complaint was met with, it's not a have to, it's a get to. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it doesn't feel so much like a get to when this sixth semester in the row that I've been in this class, in addition to all the other stuff that we have to do to graduate. Or,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, the things that I get to do to graduate.
Right, right. Get to.
So, there was actually one year where I switched my major, just so that I could drop out of choir and get a break.
Really?
Yeah.
So what did you switch to?
I switched to English education because that was my minor anyway.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, because I was majoring in music education, and so I just switched to English education so that I could stay in my education block classes
Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
continued on with that. And then I switched back into music, and they had to have this whole
Wow.
meeting about whether they would let me back into the program.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
crazy, but I I genuinely I needed a break, and I
Hmm.
missed out on like a tour to California and some other things, but I used that extra time because it really, so it wasn't just one choir,
Hmm.
the because I was a voice major.
Oh
Um,
wow.
it was the regular, like, everyone can get in if they want to be in it choir, and then there was
Okay.
the chamber choir, and
Okay.
both of them were counted as a 1 credit hour class, but
Okay.
they met as much as a 3 hour class.
Oh my goodness, that's a
And
lot.
so, yeah, it was. So it was 6 hours of choir a week,
Oh my gosh.
plus the majors invoice were expected to do extra practices and do leadership in
Oh my
the
goodness.
larger choir. And so it was this massive commitment.
Yeah.
And add to that I've been doing it for so long because I did it in high school and I did it in college.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. That would do
So it
it.
was a lot of the same thing.
Yeah. That would kind of drive me crazy. Like I love routine, but I also like doing different things.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird concept because
hmm
routine equals doing the same thing, but doing the same thing is awfully boring.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that I was supposed to be a student conductor, but she never gave me any of the conducting
Oh,
stuff to do. And so the
that would have
interest
made a
was waning.
difference. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would have
it
made a
would have
big
been a lot
difference.
easier for me to dig
Yeah.
into it had there been more buy-in.
Yeah.
But I think she was very, very good at getting excellent sound. But she
Mm.
also was pretty toxic in that she played favorites quite obviously.
Yeah, there's definitely teachers out there that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so, and there, granted, there are students that are just gung ho, completely sold out to music, but I was like, I'm also studying education.
Yeah.
and I don't know how long or if I'm going to get to be a music teacher, so I need to pay attention to the other things too. And
Right.
to date, I've been teaching for a while now, and I have been hired exclusively as a music teacher exactly 0 times.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've used my other endorsements and other certifications, and like even now, like my master's isn't even in music because I wasn't getting jobs in music. It was
That makes sense. Yeah.
there. I saw continuously more and more vacancies in leadership, and I'm like, okay, that's an area that's going to need to be filled because it's a
Yeah.
more and more of those people are retiring, and fewer people like going into leadership because of the perception around what it takes to lead a school. So I got my master's in educational leadership because I'm like, well, the
That's a good plan.
that's where the vacancies are going to be. Plus,
Hmm.
what's more varied than being a teacher, being a principal, because then you can literally walk around the whole school. You don't have to sit
Yeah,
and be in one
really.
place.
Yeah.
And there are bigger and more complex tasks to do, and that's the kind of thing that I thrive on because I like puzzles.
Me too. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with puzzles. Last year, I finally bought myself a puzzle table, and it is
Mm.
so cool. It's this big table, well, kind of like a TV tray type deal, so you can put it on another table. I sit on the floor on a yoga cushion because I love it, but it has these little drawers at the side, so you can sort the colors. Oh, I love it, love it. So yeah, puzzles are great.
Yeah. So I enjoy working with big, complex problems because of partially because of that, but
Yeah.
also teachers I found need good people in their corner that
Yes.
understand what they need and are going to fight for that.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. It sounds like you really love your job.
I do. I don't, I'll be honest, I don't love like specifically where I'm at all the time because I don't think I'm built to be a middle school teacher,
Yeah.
but I love the field that I'm in. And I
Yeah.
love working with kids and I love working with families and I love working with teachers. So, in general, yes.
That's awesome. Middle school's what, 7, 8?
Sixth, seventh, and eighth. So it's like
Okay.
10, 11 to
Yeah.
like 14, 15-year olds, depending on
Yeah, yeah.
where in the year their birthday is.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
I here where I live, we never call it middle school. I mean, maybe some people do, but I've never heard it. So that's why I was like, I need to double check.
yeah, to me it feels made up because it's like you have primary and then you have secondary school. Primary
Right?
goes
That's
K to 8, and that's the way that our certifications work in the US is you're
yeah.
certified either elementary or secondary. Secondary can go as low as 6th grade,
Oh,
which is why
okay.
I'm teaching 6th grade
Huh.
because I'm a secondary teacher.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
we do elementary and secondary. Yeah.
yeah, but because the way the American education system is set up, you would have if we put all K through 8 together in the same schools, at least for the public schools, you'd have 5 or 6, 7,000 kids, and that's a lot to
Holy
manage.
moly. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
in
in some areas anyway.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
because as
most
it
of ours are
is,
not that big.
no,
Because I live in one, like, Toronto is obviously way more populated than where I live, but I live in a fairly populated region. Like, we are one of the major regions. Um, and even then, I would say when the kids were in elementary school, which is K to 8, maybe 300 kids, maybe 400 at the most, like, not that many.
yeah, and see, the high school that I went to, because it was a private school, was about 400 kids.
Yeah.
But like some of the larger high schools in the area of Florida, because I lived in Florida as a teenager, going to
Okay.
high school as well. Um, one of the larger high schools in the area was about 2,000 kids.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think any of our high schools here come close to that.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of consolidation. So I think that's
Yeah,
probably why they
that
separate
makes sense.
elementary and middle
Yeah,
out.
that does make
Um,
sense. Okay. Huh. I've
so
never had this
some,
conversation before, so I'm glad to
yeah,
know that.
I don't love the American education system. Part
Yes.
part of what I
We
do is actually encouraging more people. If they choose to homeschool, I'm going to give them support on that because I think that for a lot of people, it's a really good choice.
I am a big proponent of homeschool. If I could have afforded to homeschool my kids for their whole time, I probably would have. I also didn't know much about it when they were little enough. I didn't
Hmm.
know much about it until they were already in, say, grade 5 and up. Although we did homeschool in grade 5. And it was fantastic. And then we did like this weird hybrid kind of thing. And
Hmm.
COVID hit, and then it was all online anyways. So again, it was kind of hybridy because it was all online. So you were doing it at home. So I was there to help. And I don't know, it was very strange. But my kids have all graduated. Now it's my grandbaby that is in school, which is insane to me. Okay, so you got diagnosed in college. Did you start on medication then? Did you? I know you said that you were in therapy when you got it done. So what was kind of the next steps in helping the problem?
Yeah, I think because I had gone so long with that medication, I was really determined to stay off of it just
Mm-hmm.
because I had had friends that had gotten diagnosed earlier,
Yeah.
um, and had been on medication, and I didn't like the side effects because like their personalities would like shift,
Yeah.
not like a lot, but like slightly, and I was like, I don't really like I like myself well enough. I don't need
Yeah.
to change. And so I really focused in on, okay, what are the things that I need to do to manage this myself? And
Yes.
so I dug really deep into the diet. I was much better following the diet that I was supposed to in college. Getting back to it now, and hopefully will drop the weight that I gained because of my preoccupation with sugary and salty snacks.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so what
I
what
get
kind of
hyperfixations
yeah, yeah.
on
Well,
food.
so my friend and I, we went shopping in the States yesterday because, like I said, I'm very close to the border. So we went across to Walmart because you guys have the best stuff. So I'm gluten free. You guys
Hmm.
have the best choices for that stuff. I got gluten free lasagna and these little tortillas. We have tortillas here, but the ones down there are just so much better. But more importantly, the point of this sidebar is chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the States, you can have the Chips Ahoy brand chocolate chip cookie that tastes like a real chocolate chip cookie. We don't have that here. We only have Oreos. And then like Walmart has their own Walmart brand of gluten-free chocolate chip cookie. It's not the same. You really need to dunk that sucker in some milk before it gets like the right consistency.
Hmm.
But the Chips Ahoy ones down at, oh, so I get it. You know, that sweet tooth, and I've just been gobbling up the cookies. I'm like, crap, I only go to the States like every 6 months or so because I spend way too much money when I go because there's way too much good stuff that we don't have here. But yeah, I get the sweet tooth thing. So if anybody's listening from the Chips Ahoy land, which I can't imagine you would be listening to my little podcast, but if you are, bring the chocolate chip cookie gluten free to Canada, please. Thank you. That is my PSA for the day. Um,
I'm sure
so
there would be buyers.
100% there would be because I know lots of not lots, but enough people who are gluten free that yes they would. And I don't share. So my mom is like full blown really bad celiac. I will not share my cookies with her. If she wants them, she can take herself to the States and get them. Because I will not share. I also will not share my lasagna. I share it with my kid, but I will not share it with anybody else. Because it's just so hard to get. I can't just go to the store and get it. I don't know all the way across the border. Um, Anyways, I digress. As always, what kind of strategies did you find super helpful?
I think, well, diet for sure. So I'm going back to what I know on that now because I was bad, but and that's where the sidebar happened.
Yes.
Um, Also, just routine but flexibility built into it.
Okay.
So, um, like I learned how to give myself grace. Like I have a to-do list that is supposed to get done every day and a general time that they
Okay.
should be done. Rather than because I'm late anyways. If I put a timestamp on it, I'm gonna not feel good about not meeting the deadline, and then
Yes.
everything else will fall apart. But if they're get this done in the morning, well, the morning goes from like 5 a.m. till 12 p.m. So if it gets done in that span of time, it's a
That's a good
success.
chunk. You get up at 5 a.m.
I'll tell
Good
you what, there's
job.
no time, like, okay, I didn't used to, and I was like, people get up at 5 a.m. crazy. I'm not a morning person, but also, if I'm going to get any exercise in at all,
Mm.
it's got to be in the morning before all of the stuff happens because I have to
Yeah.
be at work at 7:30. I get a little bit of a break now for the holiday,
Yeah.
um, but if I have to be at work at 7:30, there's no way that I'm going to be able to exercise before then if I don't get up at 5. I
Oof.
have a colleague who gets up at 3 a.m. and starts cooking, and I have no idea why she does that to herself.
What time does
But
she sleep? Like 6?
I,
Oh my
she must. I'm
gosh.
like, I have no idea why she does that, but
I need a good solid 8 hours. I can get up at 6. A good solid 8 hours. Without
yeah,
that, I'm. Ugh.
yeah. I'm usually from like, I try to be in bed at the latest by 10.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I call bedtime is 10. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we have routine with some flexibility. We have diet. Anything else that's worked really well for you?
I think just I I learned how to give myself grace, you know? Um, but also, adapting. I would say that there's a certain, because there are some things like with ADHD and autism that kind of overlap. Like
Yes.
I I'm not autistic, but I do some of the stimming sometimes, particularly vocal stimming.
Okay.
Um, because like if I have a burst of energy, I don't let it go like out in public
Yeah.
because but if I'm at home, we don't keep apple juice and biscuits in the house, but I'll say it anyway.
I like it.
So, and I think that I just let myself enjoy the weird that comes with being neurodivergent rather
Oh my
than
gosh, I
being
am so
ashamed of
glad
it.
you said that because after I got diagnosed, life made sense. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I did was embrace the weird, and yeah, just let it go. My husband always jokes. We joke that he's the undiagnosed of the house because there's definitely something going on there. Because my youngest also has autism.
Hmm.
Um, but he likes to joke. He goes, well, you didn't get autism till after I married you. I'm like, dude, come on. He's like, nope, nope. You were totally typical beforehand. I'm like, sure. It's just better at hiding it.
Well, when you get married, you get really comfortable with that person.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
how can you not? You're with them
All
all the
the time.
time.
Yeah, but that's just a joke because he doesn't actually care about all my quirks. Um, but I like that. So apple juice and biscuits.
Yep, and
Do you
it's
just like sing it? Do you yell it? Do you just
a
repeat
little
it
bit of
over and
yelling
over?
it.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love that so much. We have so much in common. It's great. So like puppies, I also have a lab. I have 3 puppies, which we did not intend to have 3 puppies, but one is a lab and one is a beagle, and then one is a shepherd slash husky. Which,
That's a fun combo.
yes, when we adopted Zen, so the shepherd slash husky, they're like, yeah, we have this shepherd. We have this shepherd that's about to give birth. Like she had just come over from Winnipeg, which is a few provinces over. We have this shepherd. She's about to give birth. Would you be interested in one of those puppies? Yeah, sure. She ended up giving birth on my daughter's 16th birthday, which is actually hilarious that they share a birthday. Um, and they're like, yeah, okay. Oh, she only had one puppy, but you are the top of the list because we talked to you first. I'm like, cool, cool. So we adopted him. Then we did DNA tests for everybody, all the puppies. Um, yeah, he's part husky, and yeah, he is a very vocal man. He
Sings the
loves,
songs. Yes.
he loves, the one nice thing is he has more shepherd in him, so he doesn't just randomly howl at you like
Hmm.
I've seen husky videos. But at night, y'all comfy on the couch, you're relaxing, he barks because he shoves his toys under the couch, totally intentionally. Shoves his toys under and barks at my husband till he gets up to get the toy because this is his game.
Sounds like my lab. He does that exact same thing.
Really? Oh, that's so funny. My lab is just like a giant cat and just lays around and sleeps everywhere. But I mean, he's allowed. He's 12 and going blind, so he's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. If he has a ball, he'll do that. We can't keep regular balls in the house because he tears them apart.
Oh my
And there was
gosh.
one time where he completely destroyed a ball and like swallowed part. And this was like one of those
Oh
balls that's supposed to be indestructible.
no. Oh, they never are.
No, they're not.
No.
And we learned the hard way because we come home and there's bloody diarrhea and vomit everywhere.
Oh no, poor Papa.
So
Hmm.
we don't do regular balls. The ball that he does have now, which we occasionally hide from him because he does the thing where he hides it under furniture,
Yeah.
um, is it's like a wood pulp ball that's like designed to be chewed down, and so it's
Oh.
solid. It doesn't have like a core that he can bite
Yeah.
into and tear apart.
Oh,
It's
that's
the only
cool.
ball that's been safe for him because otherwise,
Yeah. Yeah. That's very cool. I've never seen one of those. I like that. I'll have to look for that because that's cool. But with my luck, it'll only be available in the States.
well, we got it from Amazon, so
Okay, well
hopefully
then
it's
I'm
something
fine.
that
I'm
can
totes
probably
fine.
be shipped.
Totes fine. Okay, so before we move on to your self promotion, um, is there any last words that you have for people listening who are maybe struggling? Maybe they're not quite diagnosed, but they're like, something's a little hinky here. What would be your piece of wisdom for them?
I think that the biggest thing that helped me was just the grace and the understanding that deadlines are only your friends if they're sort of nebulous and in the future. Like I can get things done on a deadline if it's like I have a week to do this, but having times of the day that things need to be done, not so much. So I think that having that to-do list and have it to be built with the flexibility that it gets done in the day was really helpful, and just no one's perfect, and especially if you're dealing with your own stuff, you're extra not perfect, so don't expect perfection.
That is the perfect note to leave that part of the conversation on. All right, let's do some shameless self promotion. So, what is it that you are promoting right now?
So right now I am gearing up for the launch of my sixth book. The first
Oh,
one not in my Eternal Chronicles series. The Eternal Chronicles series is done. All five
oh,
books are bingeable and out, but right now we're gearing up for the launch for Aisha's
okay.
Secret.
All right, hold on. Because they're bingeable, first tell me what that is. Because this series sounds interesting if it's bingeable.
Yes, so it follows the story of Elir Barbadanya, a bastard prince who gets no recognition from his family and
Because
has
he's a
lost
bastard,
his
okay.
mother and his brother
Oh,
in a freak Magitech lab accident because it's a modern fantasy with all the technology that we enjoy augmented by magic.
that's cool.
Yeah, and he joins forces with a dwarven queen who has been ousted from her throne and a merman who has been cursed to walk on land. They've all lost people. They've lost access to what they most need, and the wise Professor Michael Rex can lead them to the Well of Eternity in the first book.
Hmm.
And that sets off a whirlwind of adventures that sets off the beginning of the end of the world, but
Dun
hopefully in a
dun
good way.
dun. I love that. So it's a series of five.
Series of
You should
five, yes.
probably read them in order, is my guess.
Oh, absolutely read them in order. I got a review once from a wonderful person who started with book four.
Oh no, that's like at the end.
Yeah, and she
Oh
was so
no.
confused, and she thought that Nereza, who comes in book two, was the main character. I'm like, she's important, but she's not the main
Oh
character.
no. Yeah, because I will say, there are some series that you can read out of order, but there
Hmm.
are some that it's really helpful to read in order.
Absolutely. It's a chronological serial series. It's not like the romance books where you can kind of pick one up
Yeah,
and
see,
move
those are
on
what
to
I'm talking
the
about because I love those.
jump
I really
around.
do.
Yes. So
As
you
long
would
as there's some
actually
vampires
enjoy.
or something.
Yeah. Well, then you would actually probably enjoy the book that I'm excited about for February. It's coming out on the 24th of February, and it's an Aladdin retelling called Aisha's Secret.
Okay, tell me more.
So Aisha is a thief, and she steals to get by. She steals to eat. She has a dog that was the last Christmas gift from her mother, and now she's alone in the world after her mother has died.
Aw.
And
You really like killing off families, eh? Little theme going on
you know
here.
what? I'm a Disney kid turned Disney adult.
This
All
is
of
true. We
them didn't
did
have
have this
families.
conversation already. That's true.
I guess
It
I'm
all
just
tracks.
following the pattern I saw.
Makes sense. I
Um,
get it.
well, really, a lot of these protagonists, if they have parents in their lives, they're not going to go on these adventures because they have solid advice to rely
Right? It's true. It's true.
on. Anyway, so there's one day where someone tips off her landlord that she might be this infamous thief called the Oiled Hand, and he demands that she pay 5 times the normal rental
Oh,
rate
dang.
to stay. She doesn't know what to do. She hears about a caravan of high-end merchants
Hmm.
outside the city, and she goes, she steals, she finds what she needs, and among her spoils is a genie's bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one misplaced wish to be a princess later, and she displaces Prince Aladdin and
Wow.
takes his place. And if she doesn't keep the secret who she really is, she loses everything, including potentially the new love that she has found with Aladdin.
Oh my gosh. That sounds fantastic. Um, the most important question, of course, and hopefully you will give me an answer. Does the puppy go with her to be like a puppy prince?
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. This sounds like a great book. I will never read or watch anything that harms the animals.
Yes. No, Habibi is there. He's not a major character,
But he's there,
but
and that's
he's
all that
there and
matters.
he's enjoying palace life.
That's all that matters. I love that. So, February 24th, where are people going to get it?
It is available for pre-order if you like ebooks on Amazon right now. Otherwise, midnight on the 24th, it'll be available as a hardback and a paperback. So, Amazon, just because that's
It's the
easy.
easiest. Yes. I know. So, there's people out there that are against it, but I'm like, nope. I love it. I love it so much.
Most people buy their books from there.
Yes.
Once I have enough money in my publishing company again, I'm going to start doing the wide publishing where I can, because in order to distribute it and have it have the same cover and everything,
Yeah.
at least in the United States, I don't know how it is with publishing in Canada, but in the United States, the ISBN has to match across the board for it to be
Yeah.
sold as the same edition.
Okay. Yeah.
So in order for me to do that, I need to actually purchase the ISBNs, and I'm saving up to buy like the pack of 500 rather than buying them one at a time.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Canada ISBNs, I think we are free. So.
See, that's nice. We have to pay for them here. Um, and they are cheaper if you can buy them in bulk.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
And
You'll get there.
every edition needs its own ISBN. So audiobooks need their own ISBN.
Yes. Yeah.
Paperback and hardback all get their own ISBN. The only one that doesn't need an ISBN is the ebook.
Yes. Fun. Okay, and where are people going to follow you so that they remember to order it as soon as it goes live? Or
Yes.
pre-order, I suppose.
So I am Zachary Hagen underscore writes on both Instagram and TikTok, and I am getting better at about posting. And all of my socials, if you can't remember that, is found at zacharyhagenwrites.com.
Excellent. And that information is all going to be down in the description below so that it is easy peasy for everybody. Because let's be real, sometimes it's hard to remember stuff.
Mhm.
All right. Do you have any last words to say before we say goodbye?
Reading is the best medicine for the brain and is cheaper than the movies.
Oh, yes. You know what? You are the first person to actually say that out of like 200 and something episodes. And yes, I'm stealing that. And I'm going to say it more often. Okay, cool. So thank you so much again for being on the show. Everybody who's watching, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button, and then also go in and hit the subscribe button to follow Zachary. Do both things. Do all the things. Many things. And share. Definitely share, because we talk about some very serious things in a fun way, of course. And we talk about puppies, so make sure you share the episodes out. And remember, the only way to end the stigma of mental health is to speak openly and honestly.